In the peaceful village of Nkata, daughters were raised with honor, and purity was seen as a sacred virtue. But one fateful season, a mysterious change swept through the land. One by one, the young girls of the village abandoned their homes, rejecting tradition and embracing a way of life never seen before. They wandered the streets, drawn to something unseen, and no parent could stop them. The village elders, confused and ashamed, sought answers. Some blamed the spirits, others whispered of a forgotten curse. Only one girl, a brave and determined soul named Ifunaya, refused to be swept away by the strange force. She saw the sorrow in the eyes of the elders, the helplessness in the faces of the fathers, and the endless grief of the mothers. Determined to find the truth, Ifunaya ventured deep into the forbidden forest, where an abandoned shrine lay in ruins. There, she discovered the spirit of Adaeze, a woman who had once been the pride of Nkata but was betrayed and cast out long ago. In her anger, Adaeze had placed a curse upon the land, vowing that no girl in Nkata would ever know honor again. With time running out, Ifunaya must uncover the full story of Adaeze's betrayal, seek the right sacrifice, and restore the village's lost dignity before Nkata is swallowed by darkness forever. But breaking the curse will not be easy, because those who caused the pain are still among them, hiding their guilt in plain sight. Will Ifunaya succeed in restoring Nkata's daughters, or is the village doomed to remain under the shadow of Adaeze's wrath? The village of Nkata had always been a place of honor. Girls were raised with pride, their future secured through tradition and marriage. But one season, everything changed. It began with Chika, the daughter of the chief. She had always been a quiet, respectful girl, but one morning, she walked through the village dressed in a way no one had seen before. Her eyes held a strange fire, and her voice carried a confidence that was unfamiliar. "Chika, where are you going?" her mother, Mama Chika, asked in confusion. Chika only laughed. "I am going where I belong." By nightfall, other girls followed. One by one, they left their homes, refusing to listen to their parents. They wandered through the village, speaking boldly, offering themselves in ways that shocked their elders. Panic spread through Nkata like wildfire. "The spirits have cursed us," cried an old woman. "We must go to the elders," shouted another. But the elders, too, had no answers. The elders of Nkata gathered beneath the ancient baobab tree. Adaeze, the oldest among them, shook his head. "This is not normal. Something dark has entered our land." The villagers murmured in agreement. "We must go to the priest," said Baba Obi. "Only he can tell us what has happened." So, the people of Nkata traveled to the edge of the village, where the priest, Dibia Okoro, lived. His heart was filled with the scent of burning herbs, and his eyes held the wisdom of many years. When the villagers told him about the girls, he closed his eyes and listened. Then, he spoke. "Many years ago, a woman was wronged in Nkata," he said. "A woman whose pain was never answered. The daughters of Nkata now carry her sorrow." The people gasped. "Who was this woman?" Adaeze asked. Dibia Okoro pointed toward the forest. "Her story lies beyond the trees, where the old shrine was abandoned." That night, Ifunaya, a brave young girl who had not yet fallen under the curse, made a decision. She would find the truth. "If no one will save our sisters, then I will," she whispered to herself. With a lantern in hand, she stepped into the dark forest, following a path that had long been forgotten. The trees whispered as she walked, and the air grew heavy with the scent of rain. Soon, she reached the ruins of an old shrine. The stones were cracked, and vines had swallowed the sacred grounds. As she stepped forward, the wind shifted, and a voice echoed through the night. "You have come seeking answers, child." Ifunaya spun around. A figure stood before her, a woman dressed in white, her eyes filled with sorrow. "I am Adaeze," the woman said. "Long ago, I was the pride of Nkata. I was to be married to the man I loved. But the elders betrayed me. They gave me to another man, one who treated me as nothing more than property. When I cried for help, they turned their backs on me. They let me suffer. They let me die in shame. Ifunaya's heart pounded. And now you have cursed the village. Adaeze's eyes burned with sorrow. I swore that no girl of Nkata would ever know honor again. They took my future from me, so I have taken theirs. Ifunaya knew the curse could not be broken easily. What must we do to set things right? She asked. Adaeze stared at her for a long moment. The village must feel my pain. The same elders who betrayed me must confess their sins before all. Only then will my spirit find rest. Ifunaya nodded. I will make them speak. She returned to the village and stood before the elders. I know the truth, she declared. I know about Adaeze. The elders grew pale. Baba is looked away. Baba Obi trembled. You wronged her, Ifunaya continued. And because of your silence, our daughters are lost. If you do not confess, the curse will never be lifted. The villagers gasped. We demand the truth. Mama Chika cried. With all eyes on them, the elders had no choice. Slowly, Baba Is stepped forward. It is true, he said, his voice heavy with shame. Adaeze was betrayed. We forced her into a life of suffering. And when she begged for mercy, we turned away. One by one, the elders spoke, revealing the painful truth. The people wept, realizing that their daughters had become the price of a crime long buried. That night, Ifunaya returned to the shrine. The elders have confessed, she told Adaeze's spirit. Adaeze's eyes softened. Then I can finally rest. As the wind carried her spirit away, the air in Nkata grew lighter. The next morning, the girls of the village awoke as if from a deep sleep. They did not remember what had happened, but the heaviness in their hearts was gone. The village rejoiced. Fathers embraced their daughters, mothers wept with joy. From that day forward, the people of Nkata never forgot Adaeze's name. Every year, they held a ceremony in her honor, promising that no woman in Nkata would ever suffer as she had. And so, the village was saved, not by force, but by truth, justice, and the courage of a single girl who dared to seek the past. Hope you enjoyed the story. If so, kindly comment, like, and share more. So, let us know what you learned from the story. Please do not hesitate to subscribe for more interesting stories like so. Hope to see back. Bye.